My goodness, I have not been paying attention. I've been too busy with Pokemon Legends coverage and getting ready for the new Pokemon Unite rank season. By the way, it's trash. 5 stacks still allowed in solo queue. How are the devs so incompetent? But outside of all that, I saw people saying, hey, what are your thoughts on the new attacker Pokemon, supporter Pokemon coming to Pokemon Unite? And I was just like, what? Is this a data mine? Is this some kind of like fake leak or something? Is it going to be like the Blaziken that never happened? No, it's actually just a teaser in one of the new trailers. So data mine has kind of removed a lot of the magic or a lot of the fun of upcoming Pokemon releases because the all-rounder's Aegislash. We've already seen that ability. It's in your game right now. It's just not accessible without hacking. And some people are actually playing, and then everything's a mess. The always online game somehow found a way to get hacked into oblivion by the Pokemon community. I get more and more sad every day about this. But yeah, so at least there's something going on here. Like, we can have a discussion on the upcoming Pokemon. The abilities are actually a pretty strong tease, so that is what this video is about. If you enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and share this video with your friends. So, the first thing that people were thinking, laser focus. And honestly, this looks very laser focusy. We've got like little whooshes going on the back, thus implying a buff, and it has effectively the same animation. And then we can just kind of like scroll down and let our imagination run wild. I'm seeing people are like, ooh, we finally getting Scizor inside the game. Problem, attacker is a very specific role. Scizor definitely going to be an all-rounder, which is melee. Attackers are Pokemon that have low endurance and excel at dealing heavy range damage to opponents. And even when you break it down like Scizor, not a low endurance Pokemon. Kingdra could make sense, but then that's like, it almost feels like too many dragons too soon, kind of. Even though there's a lot of grass-type Pokemon with Sarina, you can just kind of keep scrolling, looking around. Alakazam, that doesn't make much sense unless we have like a critting caster kind of Pokemon. Maybe also these new Pokemon mean new items and item balance. Again, back to the dev incompetence. How is Buddy Barrier not nerfed to 25% or less by now? At 25%, the item's still like a 90% pick because it's just dictating the entire game at Zapdos. Also, Focus Band still a bit overtuned, and other items need to be adjusted, so kind of a mess. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that get access to Laser Focus through Tutor or through Level Up, and it's kind of like the attacker is just so ambiguous that the tease is something else, unless. And here's where I go for the Gigacopium. It's supposed to be Lycanroc, because it's got the same eyes. Now, this is not happening, and this is what separates me from a Pokemon Legends Arceus fan, is that I am aware that this isn't what it is. Like, I really want it to be, but I do have the self-awareness that I'm living in my own delusion, and I'm happy with that. And even then, I can justify this. I feel like I can say, yo, Lycanroc just scoops rocks out of the ground and throws them. Ranged attacker. Also, looking at the stats, kind of a frail Pokemon. Boom. We can actually have attacker Lycanroc, and it works with the laser focus. Maybe it's not laser focus. Midnight Lycanroc's got the scary face. Ooh, spooky. So that's my hope. My hope is Lycanroc finds his way in the game some point, because that would be way too cool. Especially like Aegislash coming in. I'm getting a lot of the Pokemon that I wanted to see in the game. Aegislash kind of free because stance change. Of course, that's going to be like a cool mechanic that they can make work into the game. Decidueye, it's got a bow. We got an ADC right there. Inteleon would be pretty sick. So Inteleon, wait, laser focus Inteleon. The whole Pokemon's thing is about critting. Also, that's the other one. Oh, that probably looks great on your screen right now. Just a blur of scroll. Why do so many Pokemon have laser focus? The funny thing is that doesn't even work because it's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Tutor. So we have to re-scroll through all this. No laser focus on the Inteleon? I mean, makes sense, but yeah, laser focus makes the next hit a critical hit. Oh man, that would have been cool. But I feel like, and then like you get too much of a tease. Like if you just show a finger pistol, then oh man, yep, we definitely never gonna figure that one out. So yeah, this is way too ambiguous to even have the closest guess. And even look at, like, without Aegislash, like, what's that? That's Slash. People are going to say Bisharp if Aegislash isn't in the data mine. So no one's going to get even close. And then we've got this. Hey, it's a supporter, and it's got a little whooshy thing, so it looks like some kind of healing. The problem with Pokemon Unite, and also just kind of like when you think about how healers can exist in general, there's not really too many ways to do the archetype, especially when we have Blissey, which is going to be single target healing, and we have Eldegoss, which is AoE healing, and there's also like supportive things around that. But there's like one or two more kind of healer supportive mechanics that aren't in Pokemon Unite that you can kind of explain. A healing field. You set ground, and then allies are healed inside of that ground for an amount of time. That's cool. That's what that looks like. That's going to spice things up, if true. And then, like, okay, so we got the little whooshy buff effects around it. What does that mean for the Pokemon? Fairy typing or grass type? There's no way we get another grass type. Problem is, kind of has to be a grass type if you're going to be healing. You know, it just makes sense, especially like aromatherapy and all that theme. However, fairy Pokemon, naturally supportive. Florges feels about right. I don't know what Pokemon move it could be, though, to look like that. Synthesis? But we already have Synthesis, but there are overlaps. Like, there's Surf, Surf, Surf. Is there another Surf? And it's all different? So, maybe. Yo, how dank would aromatherapy be? Like, if you just create... Like, aromatherapy, just removing debuffs from all allies would be pretty cool. And, I don't know, I feel like you need to give unstoppability for a short amount of time, but then you're stealing Wiggly. Wiggly, barely a supporter, but manages to find a way. Grassy terrain! Grassy terrain makes perfect sense. I'm stupid for not realizing that earlier. That's why we click on these things. Even looking at some of the other ones, like Flower Shield would be cool. Wish... So there's like, we could even do like Morning Sun, a different kind of synthesis. I mean, there's like a lot to pull from for different kind of ideas for a healer. But grassy terrain, who gets access to that? So I do want to make the note that I made my thumbnail before I clicked, like before I made some of these discoveries. So I'm like, oh, I just look at this and I'm thinking healer and I'm thinking Comfey would be cool because its ability is literally triage. And also, like, I feel like a lot of the Pokemon abilities are pretty underwhelming, and then some are way too strong. So, it's going to be cool to see, like, if we actually have a really strong ability on a healer as well. Eldegoss doesn't seem like it does a crazy amount. And while, like, the Blissey not being able to be crowd controlled because of the, yes, what it has. I'm blanking on that. I know it. You don't need to comment it, please. Like, I can find out in any sec. Oh, I know what it does. I don't need to know the name. So, I mean, outside, like, what if Comfey just had, like, something nasty on Triage where it's, like, nearby ally automatically healed for 10% when it falls below 30. Just, like, you know, that quick, snaps on, does something, little bit of a cooldown refresh when, healing allies with abilities or affecting allies with abilities. Boom, that could be pretty cool. But yeah, Florges and Comfey, that seems pretty possible, especially under supporter. Like Rillaboom, Tapu Bulu, not going to be a supporter. Don't really see how any of these other Pokemon could be supporters. Decent amount of grassy terrain, but not a lot. A lot of people hype on the Whimsicott. Whimsicott doesn't seem like it has like a healy, whooshy little AoE ability like that. And even more with the breeding. I'm really thinking it has to be Florges or Comfey, and I'm gonna go high, not high, very high confidence on this being grassy terrain because it looks like an AoE. Maybe not exactly grassy terrain though, because like I would imagine grass, like little leaves and blades of grass could be in the ability, but something's happening there. Something is definitely going down. Outside of that, I don't have much, but it is kind of fun. And until the next patch, there's going to be a balance update at some point. They don't need a balance update for Aegislash. Aegislash is going to be kind of soon. So I'm guessing after Aegislash balance, they're going to just slap the two Pokemon in. And then we'll know them. And maybe it's going to be like a release with a balance patch. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. Supporters coming next, and then the attacker, because we got February, and then March. And just like, that means like 2 Pokemon a month. Pretty cool, pretty good. Then some point in March we got the attacker. So there's like, stuff's happening. It's gonna be neat to see how it works. Oh yeah, Floral Healing. Floral Healing is just kind of like a unique thing. I was like, just again, just kind of like scrolling through the abilities. Comfey, Floral Healing. I'd imagine more flowers though, but it kind of seems like Wooshie and whatnot. It's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be cool. Too bad it's a dead game and the devs are incompetent. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.